Hello friends, my name is Gina Slager and I'm happy to be here with you this morning for the New Lenox Library. This is our third class of the series and it's been a pleasure working with all of you. Hopefully you've been able to watch the videos and learn more about yoga. And today we're going to talk about mindfulness and meditation, and we'll be using several different types of breathing techniques. We'll be meditating, and I will be giving you my inspiration about how to become more mindful in your life. And I've been teaching yoga for 20 years, and I am just excited to be here on this morning. It's absolutely beautiful here in Frankfurt. I live in downtown Frankfurt, and it's a beautiful morning. The birds are chirping, and I thought I would do the class outside to just maybe inspire you to find some time to get outside to meditate and do a small practice in nature. What does mindfulness mean? Mindfulness is really about being in the present moment. And being in the present moment is really all that we have. When we're not in the present moment, right now, in this moment, I'm sitting on my porch, I'm speaking to you, I'm listening to the birds, I'm getting ready to meditate with you, and I'm not thinking about the past and what happened in my life in the past or what happened in the past. Not that the past is a bad thing, but when we're using mindfulness and meditation, the present moment is what we're speaking of, and I choose to live my life more present. Sometimes when I'm in the past, I'm thinking about things that might create some anxiety or some fear that may come up for me. And when I'm thinking about my future, not that I don't think about my future or make plans for my future, but I'm not projecting my life into the future. I would rather be in the moment, enjoying the moment, and not missing the moment. And that's where mindfulness comes in. And the way that we become more mindful in our life is to meditate and breathe, and yes, practice some yoga and have a practice in the morning that you can come back to again and again. In this video, even though I'm speaking for this, we'll be speaking for about 45 minutes to an hour, you can come back to this video again and again and listen to my words and listen to the guided meditations and the different types of breathing techniques to bring you even back to the moment even more. So let's go ahead and start. Again, there'll be some interactive talk, but we're going to start with a meditation. And if you don't hear my voice, we'll start with a guided meditation, then we'll get quiet. Just sit in meditation and enjoy the sounds around you. Now, please understand that there's always distractions in our life. So you might hear a car go by, or you might hear a voice or a dog barking. And this gives us an opportunity to come back to the moment again and again. It's a way in which we can develop a muscle where we can block out the sounds. We could still hear them, but it doesn't affect what's going on inside, right? Our internal compass and what's going on inside. So we can come back to our meditation in our calm place again and again and again. And this will help us to create a practice, hopefully 10 minutes in the morning or your favorite part of the day, to go inward and find that relationship with yourself so you can really cultivate more joy as well as a place of calm and peace and presence. Okay? So I'm sitting in easy pose right now. I'm just sitting in a chair outside. I'm sitting in easy pose. And you can very well keep your feet on the floor if that feels more comfortable for you, if easy pose doesn't feel good. And do the same practice. And then we'll talk a little bit more about how you can meditate and become more mindful in your life. But first, let's start with the breath. I want to start with the cooling breath. I know that you know this breath. For some of you that have been with me for three weeks, if you don't, then we can, obviously I'm gonna give you the breath work. So here it goes. So we're going to inhale through puckered lips. And exhale through your nose. This breath actually helps to cool your body. So if you feel hot, or if you're frustrated, or if you have some anger, or you need to come into the moment, this is a wonderful breath to go into. This is a breath that I do when I'm washing my dishes, okay? This is a reminder to do conscious breath work. And when I'm washing my dishes in presence. I'm not thinking about all the other things that I need to do or multitasking. I've actually trained my brain to be more in the present moment. So multitasking can be very difficult for me. And maybe it's not difficult for you, and that's okay, but it's a way to train the mind and the body and the connection with the spirit to being in the moment. So when I'm doing my dishes, I'm doing them with presence, feeling the hot water on my hands, washing my dishes, putting them in the dishwasher, if you have a dishwasher, and coming back to my cooling breath. Now, you don't have to do the cooling breath while you're doing your dishes, but it's a way for me to get my breath work in on a daily basis. So let's go ahead and start together. You want to bring the breath in nice and slowly, and you want to make sure your exhale is twice as long as your inhale through the nose. Okay, so let's begin. And then exhale through the nose. And again, begin. And exhale through your nose. And then go ahead and close your eyes and do the same breath. Inhale. And exhale through your nose. Inhale through puckered lips. And exhale through your nose. Make sure the exhale is nice and long. Inhale through puckered lips. Exhale through the nose. And again, inhale through puckered lips. And exhale through the nose. Inhale through puckered lips. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through puckered lips. Exhale through the nose. And inhale through puckered lips. And exhale through the nose. And last time, inhale through puckered lips. And exhale through the nose. Now just draw the hands, palms facing up at the knees, and go ahead and keep your eyes closed. I want you to release the tongue from the roof of the jaw. Soften the jaw area and the eyes. Release the shoulders from the ears. Keep the heart nice and open, and the crown is open to the vast blue sky. You're nice and rooted at your tailbone, getting ready for meditation. Go ahead and allow the breath to become effortless. Just the organic breath running in and out through the nose. And allow yourself to get quiet. And begin to notice where the mind is. And when you see what the mind is doing, just know that you can come back to that beautiful state of breathing, the in and the out of the breath. Enjoying the sound of your own breath and the background sounds of nature. And have a tiny little smile just to bring in the energy of joy. Inhale and exhale. You can slowly open your eyes and come back to this time and this place and this moment. Notice how just for that short amount of time, I'm actually going to see how long that was about 4 minutes. We were able to take a moment to find that inner relationship with ourselves, okay? To let go of what's going on in the outside world and to make our way inward. And when we make our way inward, we become more present in our life. So again and again, even if you take short, mindful breath breaks throughout your day, it doesn't have to be we're together for 1 hour. It could be that you take a minute when you're feeling stressed or some tension or maybe some worry, or something's going on in your life that's really hard to process. We can come back to the breath again and again in ways in which to become more mindful, okay? And when we find the breath, that mindful breath, the present moment, the mind begins to calm down. The mind begins to relax, okay? So we create more space in the mind so the mind isn't chattering all the time. Chatter, chatter, chatter. And as we practice, it's just like playing a violin. If you're a musician, or you're an amazing chef, or you're creative in other ways in your life, you're practicing. You're practicing the violin. You're practicing making that next recipe. Mindfulness in the present moment, we're practicing being able to be present and focused in our life. Another way that in which we can become more mindful in our life is to go into deeper listening. So when somebody is speaking to you, we are really focused on what they are saying versus thinking about the response that we want to give that person. And when we're present with a person in our life, they actually feel our presence. When we're distracted and we're not in the moment with them, they can feel that as well. So it becomes this deeper, respect. And it makes the other person feel really good. I know that when I'm listened to and I'm in the moment with my kids or my husband or my friendships or relationships in my life through my work, that I feel like I've given that person a sense of deeper listening. And let's go into another meditation, okay, to bring more presence in. And this time we are going to use diaphragmatic breathing to start. So inhale, opening up the belly, and exhaling, pulling the belly button in towards the rib cage, okay? So let's start that together. So when we inhale, we really open up the belly, like this beautiful hot air balloon. And when we exhale, we pull the belly button in towards the rib cage. Let's do that together. Inhale, open. And exhale, release the belly into the rib cage. Go ahead and close your eyes. Inhale, opening up the belly. And exhaling, pulling the belly button in towards the rib cage. Inhale, opening the belly. And exhale, pull the belly button in towards the rib cage. And again, inhale, opening up the belly. And exhale, pull the belly button in towards the rib cage. Keep breathing, long, deep breaths, big, beautiful breaths. Feel as if every cell of the body is receiving this beautiful breath, and it's healing all the cells of the body, lightening, brightening each cell, all the molecules, your muscles in the body, getting this beautiful oxygen to awaken and bring in vitality. Beautiful breath, beautiful breath. Now bring your hands to your heart and focus your hands and focus your energy at your heart space. This is a little open heart meditation that we can do together to also bring in mindfulness. So we're bringing our hands to our heart. Go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to bring all your attention to your heart and allow your breath again to become just organic and effortless. And imagine your heart opening with each inhale and with each exhale. And as your thoughts arise, it's okay if the thoughts are there. You could just let them go without judgment. As the thoughts arise, imagining they're like waves in the ocean. As they the waves start to get choppy, the mind is choppy. And as you breathe, the waves in the ocean become calmer and calmer. Inhale and exhale, and then slowly open your eyes and come back to center. Now, I'm sure you can imagine that by going into these mind breaks, these mindful mind breaks, that we start to become at peace. We start to then embody this new neural pathway that we're opening in our brain. And when life starts to happen, when we're stuck in traffic, or you have a fight with a family member, or you have a stress in your life, we begin to train ourselves to come back to the moment and come back to the breath again and again and again, and to that quiet place that lives inside, that inner peace that lives inside of us, always. When we start to go back into the mind and the chatter of the mind, we might lose that inner peace. And again, the way we come back to that inner peace is to find the breath and find that place inside that's quiet, that will always and forever be available to you. I can't say that enough, and you might hear that a few more times on this video, that again and again you can come back to that quiet place that lives right here. Okay? Let's go ahead and do a little bit of movement, and then we'll go back into a little bit more of meditation and mindfulness, and talking about how we can be mindful in our lives in other ways. So go ahead and drop your hands down on the knees and go ahead and begin spinal rolls. So we're inhaling and exhaling through the nose, long deep breath, rolling the spine. We've been doing this in the other classes. You actually can do this in a chair as well. You can go ahead and close your eyes now, just allowing the spine to get some movement this morning. Nice breathing, inhale and exhale. And then move the spine in the other direction, long deep breaths. I'm really enjoying listening to the birds this morning, using them as my focus, listening to their beautiful sound in nature and all the sounds in nature. Beautiful. And come back to center and grab onto the shins. And I want you to inhale, come forward, and exhale, round back. Tuck the chin in towards your collarbones. Inhale forward. Exhale, round back. Tuck the chin in. This feels so good on the spine. Inhale forward. Exhale, round back. Tuck the chin in towards the collarbones. And again, inhale forward. Exhale, round back, tucking the chin in. Inhale forward. Exhale, round back. And again, inhale forward. Exhale, round back, tucking the chin in. Inhale forward. Beautiful job. And exhale, round back. Inhale forward. Exhale, round back. Inhale forward. Exhale, round back. Inhale forward. And exhale, round back. And last time, inhale forward and exhale, round back. Good. You want to keep that spine nice and flexible and take a big deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale, this time out of the mouth. Beautiful. And we have been practicing already this beautiful mindfulness practice. I'm going to put my glasses on for already 26 minutes. So it's a beautiful, like I said, you don't have to practice for this long, but it's beneficial if you have the time to practice for longer periods of time. And what you can do is start with 5 minutes of practice, of meditation and breath, and then make your way up to longer periods of time if you have them. And if you could do that at one time to start your day in the morning, that's my favorite time of the day, is the morning, because I feel fresh and awake. And I like to set my day with an intention to be more mindful in my life, to be more present in my life, to listen more deeply in my life. And again, if that doesn't work for you, in and out, these different mind breaks that you can take throughout your day. Okay? Here's another way that we can become more mindful in our life. I don't know about you, but in the morning I like my hot beverage. Either, for me it's tea. I love to drink yerba mate. It's a wonderful tea that actually wakes you up. It doesn't have a lot of caffeine in it, but a really tiny bit of caffeine. So it's a wonderful tea. If you're interested in teas, you can try yerba mate. And I know some of you like to drink your coffee in the morning. So getting up in the morning and to start our day, rather than getting out of bed and looking at your phone or going on social media or going to work right away and not having time to just take a minute to again come back to yourself, I find that when I'm drinking my tea and I set my day, I'm drinking my tea mindfully. I'm actually sitting with my tea and taking the time to actually taste my tea and not rush drinking it. Because I love the taste of your mate, and I'm sure you love the taste of your coffee. So if you have a minute, if you are on the run, if you're driving in your car, you're getting on the train, or you're going to work, whatever it may be, drink your coffee or tea mindfully. Like, actually taste your tea. Actually drink it and taste it, versus like hurrying up and not even knowing what you're doing because we're in the rat race and on the hamster wheel. And it's the same thing for eating our food at night. My husband actually prepares food, so being able to prepare this beautiful meal and sitting down with my family, we're not on our phones, we're not in different places. We try to sit down with each other at least 3 or 4 days out of the week, and maybe sometimes even more. And when we're sitting together, we're eating mindfully. We're actually tasting our food. We're being grateful for our food, and the meal that was prepared for us from my husband, who loves to cook, by the way. And it's another way to become more present in your life. And then each of us talks about our day, and we're in a deeper listening. We're listening to one another. We're not distracted. This is another way to become mindful in your life. Okay? Let's practice a little bit more now. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit more movement. So I just want you to take your hands to your heart and hands together, and inhale, lift your arms up. This is just a nice stretch that you can do in the morning. And then exhale your hands back to your heart space. And again, inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Lifting the arms up, lengthening those arms up, breathe. And exhale, hands back to the heart. And again, inhale up. And exhale back to your heart. Inhale up. And exhale, heart space. And go ahead and close your eyes this time. Inhale up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Getting a nice stretch in my arms. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. And one more time. Inhale, my arms up. And exhale, my hands back to my heart space. Beautiful, and gently release. This time I'm going to release my legs out of easy pose. I'm going to place my feet on the floor, give my legs a break. And when I'm stretching, it's beautiful because I'm really stretching up and feeling that stretch in my arms and at the sides of my body. Here it feels really good. Let's go back into another practice for our mindfulness practice this morning. I'd like to give you another breath. This is another breath that you can go to again and again. And it's different, breathing out of different nostrils. So I'm going to close my right nostril and inhale only through my left nostril. When I inhale only through my left nostril, I'm actually calming the mind, right? If I close my left nostril and inhale through my right, I'm actually bringing in more vitality, more energy. If I'm feeling tired or groggy, right nostril breathing is a wonderful way to breathe. So you're actually breathing out of the right nostril, closing it with the left nostril. So let's go ahead and start with the right nostril, because then that way we're bringing in a little bit more vitality in our life. So go ahead and let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. And last time, inhale. And exhale, and gently release. That's a wonderful way to bring in energy. I can actually feel even more energy in my body. It feels really good. Now, if it's at night and you need more calm, you've had a busy day, you can do left nostril breathing. So close the right nostril, inhale through the left nostril, and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Good. And then breathe out of both nostrils. Exhale through the mouth. And then gently release. And again, the left nostril breathing is for calm. Yeah. So let's go ahead and begin neck rolls, moving from front to side to back, to the opposite side and back to front. And continue that same movement, just opening up the throat and getting a nice stretch in the sides of the neck as well. And then reverse direction. And come back to center. Beautiful. Another way you can become more mindful in your life is going on a nature walk. This is something that I really enjoy doing every day. I go on a 3-mile walk and I don't have headphones on. I go by myself. We have a local path here in Frankfurt, so it's wonderful to be able to walk the path, and it's really close. But if you drive to like a local forest preserve, or you just walk around your neighborhood, I really enjoy having space for myself to be able to let go and just enjoy my walk and enjoy my senses. So being able to hear the birds, being able to see the beautiful trees, walking, as I walk, I'm using my breath working. I'm becoming more and more mindful of my breath. And it feels really good to breathe while I'm walking. And sometimes I then just let the breath become more organic and I'm walking with an easy state of breathing, right? And then I'm seeing the beautiful pond and some squirrels or some chipmunks running around, whatever it may be, but I'm aware of what's going on in my surroundings, okay? And then there might be a bike that passes me by, but I'm coming back to being mindful and coming back to myself, coming back to my walk and my place of peace, right? And nature is another form of really finding peace, inner peace. So if you can bring more nature in your life, the more peaceful you will be. I know it's something that I can't live without, Another way to become more mindful is if you're a gardener. As you're gardening, you're really present in gardening and planting your flowers or planting your vegetables or your herbs. You become really present in the process versus, all the other distractions. Like, this is my time to become present, to be in my garden, to spend time in my garden, and I'm going to do that with myself. So gardening, walking in nature. How else can you become more mindful outside, right? There's so many different ways, and I'll leave that to you to think of other ways in which you can become more mindful in nature. And we have to remember that nature is vast. It's so open. The sky is open and vast. We have lots and lots of trees. There's so much in nature that can help us in our lives to become more present. So I hope that you will also spend more time in nature as well, and potentially go on a walk any time of the day, because we can do that anytime, can't we? Okay, so this is beautiful. Let's actually, let me see where we're at. Good. Let's actually do a little bit more meditating together, okay? So go ahead and close your eyes. I just have my hands together, sitting at the back of my chair, and I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to again go into a mind break and a mindful break. Mind and mindful break. I like the sound of that. Close your eyes. Really soften the eyes this time. Tiny little smile, and allow your eyes to totally relax. Allow your inner ear canals to open for greater listening and peace. And find the softness of your breath. Beautiful. Take a nice long deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Great. Let's do a little bit more stretching, okay? Let's go right back into our spine flex again. Inhale, opening. Especially if you sit for longer periods of time, you want to make sure that you're stretching the body. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. My feet are flat on the ground. Exhale, round. I'm really working my spine, keeping my spine nice and young and youthful. Feels so good. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Again, inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Good. Last time, inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Beautiful. And then go ahead and take your arm up, over, reaching over to the left side. Beautiful. And then the opposite arm over to the right. That nice side stretch. Let's do that again. And right side. And then the opposite. Feeling that side stretch, that feels so good. And then the other side. And then other side here. Beautiful. And coming back to center. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this series for the New Lenox Library. I hope to come back again. And if you'd like to be able to hear about other practices that I have going on and other events, you can find me at GinaSlager.com. You can put in your email, you can opt into my email, and then you'll get my newsletter every month and some free content. So I hope to see you again soon. I hope that you practice mindfulness in your life, and I hope that you can come up with ways in which that I didn't speak about this morning, that you can come into more of a mindfulness practice in ways in which you can become more present and more peaceful and more serene and definitely more joyful. I'm going to end with namaste, which means I bow to the light in you, and have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you.